Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals going up against Chinese Taipei. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch, today's starting pitcher, the man Lee.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
C.J. Abrams leading things off and takes a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Jacob Young now at the plate. Lace down the line. Base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. Wood hitting third in the lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. To short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill in this one, number 61. How about a scouting report on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Chad Edmonds, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. on the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
And now the rookie second baseman, Ben Lynn. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third base runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. In the air to left center, Lyle. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting third, the third baseman.
And let's take a look at the lineup. At the very bottom, hitting ninth, Dot Pate.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Young sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Troy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Troy Johnston. And a foul ball. Johnston matched a homer in his last game. Two outs. That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. At the belt and fires. On the ground, right side. To first. That's the inning. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Number 19, Josh Bell.
Lee back to work. That's in there, and that's strike one.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Sasaki puts it away for the out, and there's one down. And now it's Luis Garcia.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And that skips in the dirt. Late swing, foul to the left. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
0-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Cerna tosses to first, and that's the third out. Nationals go quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Ward Easton. Outside low, ball one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Chases that one upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ripped on a line to center. Young brings it in. One away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Sam Harley now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. One out, base is empty. Line drive, speared at first. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 65.
And now the right fielder. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Yeah, that's fouled off.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Brady House digging in for the Nationals. Ground ball to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Wastes no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Robert Hassel III, the next to hit. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground, 2 ball. The throw to second is offline.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. Golden opportunity right here. Fastball for a strike. And that is out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Base hit. One run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 3.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, no outs. Wood getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Abrams, the lead runner at second. Young on at first with nobody out. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings through that.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
On the ground, a short could be 2. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. On the ground to first, Johnston. He'll do it himself. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Nationals lead this one 3-0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in the long ball threat, Nate Coe. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's the power hitting catcher, Dot Pate. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And takes low for ball 1.
This kid's power really stands out. Even though he's a top prospect, I still thought it was going to take time before he started to hit bombs, but I was wrong. I didn't think he'd be able to adjust this quickly.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pate with a couple of homers at his last game. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Young settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Chad Edmonds.
So the lineup flips over. Chad Edmonds digs in now. That one fouled off. The 0-1. That one almost got him. 2 out, space is empty. Up the middle, base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Ben Lynn will hit next. Fly to left his first time.
Runner,
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. The Nats lead it 3-0. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
So digging in, Dalen Lyle. Grounded out his first time up. Lyle goes 5 feet 11 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Goes down looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
2 down, bases empty. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals, and that gets the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In there at the knees. That's strike 2. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the third baseman, Yu Chang. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Chang with some impressive production lately. Fought off foul.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Ball 1 there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
And the batter now, Troy Johnston. Grounded out his first time up. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw, and they got him. One down, base is empty. Swing Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Ward Easton now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. A little bit low, and it's 1-0. Outside.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And base hit, and that extends the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Sam Harley getting ready to hit, and a strike in there. Throw to first. Easton dives back in safely. The 0-2. Easton off of first with 2 away.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Lee back to work. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Nationals, the right fielder,
Robert Hassel III digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And a foul ball.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
That one finds the zone. 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Cerna over to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Up now for Washington, Jacob Young. Right through there for a strike. Check on the runner. Abrams back in on a dive. To third, Chang. Whips it across, and that'll do it. Nationals leave one, but they lead at 3-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now number 65.
Number 65.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball there. Foul ball still 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dot Pate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Hey.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-1's the count.
Coe, the base runner at first with one out. And there's a foul ball. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Chad Edmonds digs in now. Now one miss.
Ball 1.
Second and third, one away. Line drive to short and caught. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, James Wood. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's deep. Out of here. That one felt good, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Josh Bell. 0 for 2 in this one. That clips the corner.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
At the plate, Luis Garcia. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. Lays out and makes the play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Two outs, base is empty. Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That one's in there. 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Going 2 now. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Ben Lynn. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Bell makes the grab. One down. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Yu Chang, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Well struck right field. That's back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Number 61 won't go any further tonight, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. On to pitch now for the Nationals, number 31.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
1 out, runner at second. Next is the speedy first baseman, Troy Johnston. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Chang, the runner at second with 1 away. And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. That's out number 2. So up next, Ward Easton. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. First offering, and it just misses.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
In the air, left side, Lyle sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Noble Meyer. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's the third baseman, Brady House. He's 2 for 2. Meyer, the tall righty, 230 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2023. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And now here is Robert Hassel III. That one not close. And that is ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Abrams stands in now and watches strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The center fielder, Sam Harley.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting, number 65.
Now it's the right fielder. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll circle the bases. Third home run of the season. It's 4-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
One out, base is empty. And here is Nate Coe. Time called. So now a pinch hitter, Nathan Martorella.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
And the 0-1. And that one fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Dan Lynn. The other way. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chad.
So digging in, Chad Edmonds. 1 for 3. That's a strike. 0-1. Lynn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Lyle makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, and now the center fielder, Jacob Young. This one smoked out to left. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, James.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Strike on the inside corner.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, Josh Bell. Hit on the ground to short, Cerna. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Washington as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose A. Ferrer. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Jose Ferrer.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Chang will hit next. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That's too low. 1-0.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That one found hard the other way. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back there. Get out of town. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 4-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Troy Johnston. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Next offering is outside. Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Now the left fielder, Ward Easton. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Harley, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
0-1's the count.
This is a close game. It's high leverage. Even if it's late, hold them right there and try to win in the bottom of the ninth if you don't tie it up in this eighth.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jose A. Ferrer will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Clayton Beeter. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the right fielder. He's already homered in this game. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He hammers one out to right. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Noble Meyer out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. They hand the ball over to a new arm, John Yee.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In there at the knees. Strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
In the air, out towards left center. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher to hit. Keibert Ruiz. And that drops in for a strike. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Brady House digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. Nationals able to add on thanks to the long ball. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9, and now the DH, Nathan Martorella.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Lynn swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and they're down to their last out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Ruiz makes the catch. Ball game, and the Nationals take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.